Good morning, everyone. So today I want to talk about rejection. So this month has been very tough for me. Very, very tough. Like last night I was telling myself it's as if this month is a month of rejection and refusal. This month is supposed to be a month of love, but I don't think I've been getting any love actually. Instead, I've been getting rejection and refusal. It is not easy to talk about rejection. It is not easy to talk about one's pain. So let's talk about it. So earlier last year, I started some application process to apply to some US universities. I remember going to my school, my department, and then I came across a colleague. We got on a call with one of my lecturers in the US. And after talking, it was like, why are you not applying? Why am I wasting time? Why are you not applying? I was like, well, why have I not been doing this? Okay, the reason is actually because I'm a bit scared of the US. The gun shootings, the mass shootings and everything. I actually follow US news online on Twitter mostly. So I've always been scared. I was like, maybe one day I will be outside and then one the same person will decide to shoot up the whole place. And like, how am I going to deal with that? How am I going to explain to my mom and my family members what happened to me? So that has actually been the reason. I remember coming back to my house and I met my sister. You know what I told her? Told her I'm going to the US. Like I was so confident. I was so sure. I was so sure I was going to get it. Like I started the application process. It was not easy because I wasn't prepared at all. I was not prepared. I graduated over 3 or 4 years ago, and since then I've not done anything academic. I've been working. So maybe I should use the word dull. My brain is a little bit dull in that aspect. So and then going through the application process, it was not actually hard, but then I realized that I had to write SOP, statement of purpose, and then submit a research that I've done before or anything that I've written before, probably my thesis from undergraduate, or I can actually write a new one. But then I looked at the time, I still had to go to work. I did not have the time. And then my course, so I studied a language course, German and Russian. I've not done anything in German and Russian since I graduated school. So obviously my proficiency has dropped quite a lot. So I didn't have the confidence to start writing again, whether in German or in Russian. And I was particularly focusing on applying to German linguistics. So I couldn't start again. So what I just had to do is I had to find a way to cut out some part of my thesis to submit to the school. So I selected 2 schools. I messaged them. I sent their I think the student coordinator emails, and both of them responded. Actually, I messaged more than 2. I emailed more than 2. However, at the end of the day, I decided to apply to 2 since I seem to be a better fit to those 2. Now, one of the departments said that they currently do not have a German linguistics lecturer to supervise me. So if I can apply to the linguistics department of that same school, then if I eventually get the admission, the sponsorship will come from the German department. While I study in the linguistics department, I will work part-time as a teaching assistant in the German department. I was so excited. Like thank God, this was so welcoming. I did the application. It cost some money. What took me the longest was getting a part of my thesis to cut out and use as my research paper. So I tried to write a new topic. I felt like this is not giving. This is not okay. I tried to write it in German. I was like, obviously not. This is not going to work. Like I don't feel confident in this. So I had to settle for a part of my thesis, which I cut out. I read through it. I did a lot of adjustments. So I submitted. And then I had to pay some money. It was not free, due to the dollar to naira rate. It was not a small money. It was above 100K, but not up to 150K. So I realized I did not submit my test scores. That's my English proficiency. I was like, what? They emailed me about. I was like, am I going to have to spend another money for English proficiency test? So after speaking with my lecturer and some colleagues, they advised me to get proof of English from my university. After like a week or two, the proof of English was submitted to the department straight away. So, and that was it. They told me they are going to get back to me with a decision. And last night they gave me a decision. When I got the mail, I was scared. I was not sure. But I mean, I had to check it whether I wanted it or not. So I checked it and it read my name and then the usual formalities. Thank you for applying to our graduate program and expressing interest. So basically the reason they wrote there is the committee takes into consideration the area of your specific interest as well as overall availability of appropriate faculty, and based upon our extensive experience with students, seeks to estimate how likely it will be for each student to prosper in the linguistics program here. At this time, given the current program capabilities, we regret that we are unable to grant you your request for admission. When I read this, my mind just went blank. Everything just went still for a moment. I was like, okay, this is not the result I was expecting. Yeah. And since then, I've been trying to process it. Yeah. I've been trying to process it like, so what do I do next? How do I move on from here? Because it seems as if this month is just full of rejection and refusal for me. And the refusal that I had earlier this month is a business deal that I've been following up and talking about for the past 2 years. Didn't work out in the end. I just had to reject it. Why? Because the other party was giving me an unfair offer. Like at some point it seemed as if they didn't actually want me there. And that one hurt so much. It hurt so much before I gave the rejection letter. Why? Because I've been working on this for the past 2 years. I've been talking about it. I've been looking forward to it. I've been scared. I've gone through a series of emotion because I really wanted to do the job and do it well. So when it didn't work out, it hurt a lot actually. When I saw that attitude from them, it hurt a lot. And I had no other option than to reject it, because if I do not reject their offer and go on to work with them, I feel like I'm basically insulting myself. Yeah, like I am so underselling myself and putting myself in a position for disrespect. Now, even that one I had, like for weeks, I was not myself. I was sad. If I even had dreams about it, that was how serious it was. And all this is in the same February, in the same month. So for this to actually come up and follow it is crazy. And one thing about rejection is that it messes you up. Yeah. It makes you doubt yourself. It makes you question your skills, your personality, what you've been doing. You'll be like, am I not good enough? Because this means that I cannot even get this. I'm not good enough. I didn't do well enough. Maybe I'm even Olodo. Like, you'll be asking yourself, so how have you been getting by these past years? Maybe with the little success or the big success that you've had, you'll be asking yourself, how have I been getting all this that I cannot even land this opportunity? And then when it happens over and over again, it feels as if it's personal. That is not a general issue. That is your personal problem. You are the one. You start feeling like a failure. And if not handled properly, this can actually impact how you attend to things, how you view life generally, because it's going to dampen your spirit. And then you would not want to apply for opportunities. You will not want to seek out opportunities because you fear that rejection. But the truth is, rejection is not always about you. It's subject to a lot of factors like timing, the place you're fitting, And there are so many factors that go into it. Yeah. But as humans, we would feel bad. We will feel hurt. We will feel like, am I not good enough? What didn't I do wrong? What didn't I do right? What could I have done better? And then the whole process, you'll be playing it over and over and over and over again in your head. The rejection letter or email, you keep on going back to it again and again, maybe hoping to find a reason why everything actually went the way it was. So I've been going through this phase since this February, and it has not been an easy place. It's very, very tough. This phase is my worst. Like, I don't like this phase at all. That phase of trying to get over something, I feel like it's actually the hardest in the whole rejection, dealing with the whole rejection process. Like, you having to accept that, okay, this is it, and you can't do anything about it. You can't change it. So you just have to deal with it. You continue dealing with it until it leaves you. So this is actually my hardest phase, but I'll be like, so when do I get over this? Because I would want to move on with my life. I wouldn't want to dwell in this. And then I've also realized that every no is a redirection. Yeah. That they've said no to me here does not mean I should just stay here and that's it. It means I should go to another direction, since this direction did not work. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. And honestly, at this point, I'm scared of getting feedback from the second school because I can't deal with that rejection. Please, I don't want it. It's even better they don't respond to me. Let me say they didn't respond to me. God. And part of the things that actually played in my mind was, like, I went to my lecturers to ask them for a recommendation letter. What do I tell them? Is it that if I plan to reapply next year, I'll go and tell them, the last one did not work out, I was rejected. And then what if they ask me why I was rejected? What am I going to say? Like, I don't have this face. Like, I just think about it and I know since this did not work for me, I know there is something out there for me. You cannot tell me that in the whole world there is nothing for me. It is not possible. I don't believe it. And one of my life mantra has always been to never give up. Life go whine you. Adulthood will flog you to the wall. Like, you basically be asking yourself, what have I done to deserve this? Like, why is this happening to me? But never give up. Never give up. This is life. So I have to keep on going. I have to keep on trying. Even if I get rejected, I have to either change my direction or simply try again. And this is not to say that my application was perfect. I feel like there's a lot of ways I could have improved my applications. There are ways that I could have done better. And I'm simply not going to make any excuse, except that next time I'll be more prepared. I will start earlier. I will do more research. And I will also apply to more schools. So if you've ever faced a job rejection, if you've ever faced a scholarship rejection, if you have ever faced any type of rejection in any aspect of your life, just know that you are not alone. We are plenty in this, if that's a consolation. And I'm actually hoping that each and every one of us learn one or two things from our rejection. If you have dealt with rejection before, how did you deal with it? How do you process it? So please share it in the comment section, drop a comment, and let's talk.